And February is Heart Month. Heart disease, the leading cause of death in the United States. We know CPR can keep someone alive after a cardiac arrest, but women are disproportionately less likely to receive CPR than men. 13 on your side's health reporter Elena Holland explains why and spoke with a woman who's thankful someone stepped up to save her life.
An old French proverb says, gratitude is the memory of the heart.
Gratitude doesn't even scratch the surface.
But for Amy Swager,
I'm so blessed.
the memory of the heart is vast.
So it was December 5th.
Especially the memory of when it stopped.
I've also been very blessed with knowing what it's like to die.
In 2008, Amy was in a hair salon with her sister.
And while I was down there, I thought, oh, I'm going to be sick.
She began to walk into the bathroom.
I hit the floor outside of the restroom, and she kind of came over and she's like, what is going on? Like, what are you doing? And I wasn't breathing. And she thought, oh God, I'm going to watch her die.
But her sister was not going to let that happen.
And they called 911 and she started chest compressions.
Her sister and later her mother kept her blood circulating with CPR until first responders arrived to shock her heart with an AED.
We still don't know what caused it to happen, but it was called a sudden cardiac arrest.
She had a pacemaker and defibrillator put in her chest.
It's an electrical problem, not a plumbing problem.
Now, more than 16 years later,
in the other room, I have pictures of my grandkids.
her heart is both beating.
Only one of them was born and I hadn't met him yet.
And full, all thanks to those around her knowing CPR.
I can't imagine the devastation my sister would have felt to just sit and watch and not know to do anything.
But Amy knows not everyone is as lucky.
A lot of times women don't get CPR because someone's afraid of putting their hands on her body. And I love the respect, I really do. But she's dead and she needs you.
And our research shows that 39% of them, only 39% of them receive CPR compared to 45% of men.
That's Caleb Porter with the American Heart Association. He says the concern about performing CPR on a woman should not prevent you from saving her life.
Call 911, push hard and fast in the center of the chest for 100 to 120 beats per minute.
Yep.
From a heart still beating.
My mom was a critical care nurse forever.
A thank you to the heart that saved hers.
She'd done CPR hundreds of times, but never on her daughter.
But one day stopped itself.
I lost my mom in May of 23. She had a stroke. She kept me going when my heart couldn't do it itself.
Amy now advocates for women's heart health and teaches CPR to high school students.
For every minute you go without that blood flow, your chances of survival drop by another 10%.
So if gratitude is the memory of the heart,
I've been able to travel. I got to go to New Orleans, which I loved, for Mardi Gras on my birthday.
Amy's has it in abundance.
To say that I'm fortunate and blessed is an understatement.
There is also a common myth women are less likely to have heart problems. This is just not true. The AHA is also addressing gender-related barriers to increase CPR rates for women. That includes showing women in training materials. You can find out how you can learn hands-only CPR and save a life in this story on 13yourside.com. Julia? Elena, thank you. So much good information there.